What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We are once again back on the brand new 2K that is 2K25. Yesterday we did our very first video, which was just a traditional Dallas Mavericks rebuild in the modern era. But today I wanted to explore the brand new era that 2K added in 2K25, which of course is the Steph era. And of course, you probably already know this, but this is right when Kevin Durant left the Oklahoma City Thunder to join the Golden State Warriors. It's about when the Warriors started dominating the league, as we all know. So I figured, what better team to start out with than the team that Kevin Durant left initially, which is the Oklahoma City Thunder. So that's what we're going to be doing in the Steph era, our very first video in the Steph era. We're going to be rebuilding the Oklahoma City Thunder right after Kevin Durant left and Russell Westbrook was, I think that was the year he averaged a triple-double and won MVP. So let's just jump in and do this Oklahoma City Thunder rebuild in the Steph era. Before we get into today's video, make sure guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. Also, make sure to comment down below any other teams you want to see me do a video on in the Steph era. I mean, technically, we could do all 30 if you guys truly wanted me to. But I'm not sure if some of these teams are even worth doing. But if you do want to see me do it, make sure to comment down below the next team you guys want to see. Low-key, I think this would be really fun to have a series on with some of these teams, not going to lie. But let's take a look at the team we're focused on today, which of course is the Oklahoma City Thunder. So Russell Westbrook paired with Oladipo, Steven Adams, Andre Roberson, Domantas Sabonis, a very young Domantas Sabonis, Anthony Morrow, Nick Collison, Cameron Payne, and then I think the rest of the guys are kind of just auto-generated, unfortunately. So not a completely filled roster. I think Terrence Ferguson was on this team. You have Alex Abrinas, so guys like that, but unfortunately they're not here. No big deal, whatever. It is what it is. But we all know the Thunder eventually went on to get Carmelo Anthony and Paul George, which at the time felt like the right things to do. It didn't end up working out. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our own twist and try to build around Russell Westbrook here and see if we can get this man a championship here back after Kevin Durant just left. And obviously, this is going to be a tough task because we have the Golden State Warriors looming, who have Steph, KD, Clay, Draymond. Like, they're going to be very hard to take down. But we're going to go ahead, simulate year one with Russell Westbrook leading the way. Oladipo as well. Of course, this is before Oladipo broke out. But regardless, let's simulate year one of the Steph era for the Thunder. And let's see how this team does at the end of year number one. Today's video is brought to you by two softwares designed to help you beat the sports books and become a much profitable sports bettor. We're starting on Daily Grind Fantasies Optimizer. Guys, it is a great time to get this software, especially if you fire on Prize Picks, Underdog, or any of those popular DFS apps, because NFL is literally starting tonight as I'm speaking, I guess, because technically it's the next day. I'm recording this very late at night. Regardless, we have a good play on the board. As you can see, Justin Herbert over 30.5 pass attempts. Why do we like this on Prize Picks? Well, look at this. You got other books listing it at 31.5, and even the juice is still on the over of 30.5 anyway. So as you guys can see, this is a fantastic play. Let's go see if this is still available. It is late at night, so there's a chance that Prize Picks has not removed this. But if we take a look, and it's still there. It's definitely still there. So it's still there, but if this was probably earlier in the day, this probably would have been gone already. And Prize Picks is very quick to bump some of the things you'll find on this optimizer, which is why you know that these plays are profitable over the long term. So make sure to check out Daily Grind Fantasy. Also, make sure to check out OddsJam Positive EV tool as well. If you like to play under traditional sports books such as FanDuel, BetMGM, as you can see, there's already some really good plays popping up the board. So you got Zamir White over 14.5 rush attempts at minus 110 odds. As you can see, you got FanDuel at minus 138, DraftKings at minus 130. You're clearly getting the best price on BetMGM at minus 110. So it wouldn't make any sense for us to go to FanDuel and bet this over when you can get a better price at minus 110. And last but certainly not least, make sure to check out Prize Picks. Prize Picks will match first deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. If you use my code Crushables, makes a lot of sense to do that, especially with the NFL starting tomorrow or tonight as you're seeing this. And then Caleb Williams, they got a free square on him right now. That's free money to take advantage of. And of course, make sure you use code Crushables to sign up for any of these softwares. You get a percentage off when you use my code. Other than that, let's get back to rebuilding the Thunder. So at the end of year one of the Steph era, how fitting is it to see Stephen Curry win MVP in this one? You got Ben Simmons Rookie of the Year on the Sixers. So it would be fun to do a rookie Ben Simmons rebuild, I bet. Jared Soldier, 6-man on the Raptors. That's a throwback name, man. Down Jordan, defensive player. Nikola Jokic, most improved. And Steve Kerr, coach of the year at 67 and 15. And Philip Turner is your executive. So Russell Westbrook makes All-NBA first team. He did, in fact, wow, he was 0.1 off, averaging a triple-double. That's unfortunate. So he didn't get MVP this time around, unfortunately. But here's your All-NBA first team, All-NBA second, and All-NBA third. Offensive first team, All-Defensive second. And then here's our all-rookie teams. Got Ben Simmons, Embiid, Sarge, Zubac, Brogdon. So yeah, it would definitely be a really fun video to do the 76ers and maybe do a little bit better than do a little bit better in this upcoming draft. Actually, that's a great video to do. I'm not gonna lie. We can draft Jason Tatum instead of Markelle Fultz. Kind of like it. I'm already kind of cooking up my next video. But regardless, let's go ahead and, we didn't make the playoffs. I forgot to say that. So we did not make the playoffs, unfortunately. So this team was not good enough according to 2K. Of course, the Thunder made it in real life. I believe they matched up against Houston, if I remember correctly. And they got bounced pretty quickly, if I remember. So if we take a look at the actual player stats, so view regular stats, and there we go. So you had 36 from Russell Westbrook, 18.5 from Oladipo, 10 from Steven Adams, and then 10 from Anthony Morrow, 8.5 from Kevin Payne, 7 for Sabonis, and then 5. So Sabonis is already up to 75 overall. It'll be interesting to see. Do we keep him this time around, or do we still trade him away? That'll be definitely something we need to be asking ourselves. But let's simulate the playoffs, and let's see who wins the championship. I can only imagine who's about to win it. And, of course, this is the Golden State Warriors. So I remember doing rebuilds back when this team actually existed, and this team would just win it every single time. It was really hard to take them down. Now it's the Thunder nowadays, but the Thunder don't even compare to what this team used to be. Like, they were deadly, man. That's all I got to say. So Jason Terry, Jamal Crawford, Mike Miller, all retiring. Let's go straight into, I guess historic change would be interesting right here. So we got rule change, use timeout system, all-star captains, uniforms of Philly, uniforms of Milwaukee, uniforms of Washington, uniforms in Cleveland, uniforms of Boston, and then, wow, a lot of uniform. Every single uniform change. Oh, because the Nike thing, right? I think this is when Nike was introduced, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, that makes sense. All right, let's go to the draft lottery, and let's see where. I don't even know if we'll have a pick here. I mean, oh wait, we have a lottery. Oh yeah, we missed the freaking playoffs. Why? Duh, you have a freaking pick. All right, let's go ahead and I don't know why I thought we made the playoffs for some reason. But yeah, we end up with the 11th overall pick, which is kind of nice. So, of course, I think if I remember correctly, did the Thunder trade for Paul George on draft night? I don't remember exactly what the timeline was, but one thing I do like is that 2K absolutely has the draft picks correct, because I remember the Blazers having 3 picks in this draft, which is kind of crazy that 2K actually even has that accurate. I'm a little surprised by that, not going to lie. But I'm happy to see it. So we end up with pick 11, so hopefully we can get a good player. If not, maybe we make that trade for a, whoever we want to go get. So let's go to draft night, and let's go see who we should go get. So do we want to make a trade and try to get Russell Westbrook help? Because it honestly doesn't make a lot of sense for us to, trade. It doesn't make sense for us to draft. I don't think it does. If we take a look, maybe we get lucky and I don't know. So this is obviously a great draft class, don't get me wrong. But do we really want to, I mean, there's some damn good players. I got Taylor Turner, obviously not real. Leo Powell, obviously those guys aren't real. But, we could technically have somebody fall to us that would be extremely good. But I do want to take a look at the offers on the board as well. Because, again, Russell Westbrook, right in this prime, I think we need to try to get him, try to get him help and get in the playoffs. So if we're going to build around Russ and we're going to try to take down the Thunder, I don't think a rookie is helping us with that anytime soon. Sorry, take down the Warriors. I don't think a rookie is helping us out with that anytime soon. So I'm going to take a look at the league and see if anybody's available. I know they got Paul George in real life. Maybe I do that again because I do low-key like that pairing still. But I'll probably try to be different. So let's go see who's maybe available. If not, I'll show you who I'm picking with pick 11. So I'm not going to lie. The options here are not fantastic, unfortunately, for us. There's not a lot of, great guys that are available. I could try to go get a young Embiid, I guess, and that would be kind of interesting to make happen. Maybe we could do something like that if Philadelphia would make them available. They are rebuilding. Obviously this was this is right when Joel Embiid was really blossoming on the scene, if I remember correctly. So I don't know, man. It would feel kind of weird to go that direction, but fate might have us go back to what the Thunder actually did, because funny enough, Paul George is available. They're rebuilding. Of course, this is right when Paul George requested a trade or whatever. Or I guess he didn't really request a trade. He told him that he wouldn't resign. So, of course, they moved him. I still love the Paul George, Russell Westbrook pairing. So, part of me wants to do it again. Maybe this time don't get Carmelo and go get somebody else. And maybe we do the trade differently. Maybe we keep Oladipo out of it. I don't know. Anthony Davis also is interesting, but I doubt we'll be able to get him. I think he'd be really hard to pull off. But I think I'm going to try to get Anthony Davis or Paul George. So we're going to start with AD, I guess, just to be a little bit different. So let's go see if the Pelicans would be willing to give us Anthony Davis. I highly doubt it, but we're going to try. So we'll offer Steven Adams. We'll offer So why is this man making $15 million? Definitely was not a real player back then. We're gonna offer Sabonis because we're probably gonna need him in this trade. Pick 11. We'll offer pick 20. You know, we can't do that one. Let's say offer 2021 and 2020 second and a 2021 second. I mean, all this for AD. I doubt they're gonna accept this, but no. So they say no. So no, Anthony Davis. Maybe we go Paul George. So let's go to Paul George, as I said I was going to. So let's go see if we can snag Paul George like they did in real life. So I'm going to try to keep Steven Adams this trade. I'm okay with trading Sabonis there. We're going to trade our 11th pick in this draft, this 2021 pick. And we do need more salary in the trade. Again, I don't know why this guy is, you know, making this much money, but part of me wants to throw him in here. Like, some of these guys are just making money. I don't know exactly what the Thunder's contract options were looking like, but I'm going to see if I can keep Oladipo out of this trade this time around. So, Milt Conley, we need $7 more million in this trade. So, maybe I'll just throw this Ewing guy in there, or Glenn Washington, and then this guy, or no, I can't throw him in, sorry. Let's just throw in this $15 million salary, even though it should not exist probably. But, let's offer these other seconds. Maybe someone was making enough to, so, all this for Paul George. Do they budge? I don't know. No, they say no. Okay. Do I do Oladipo again and redo the trade that happened in real life? Obviously, the Thunder only sent Sabonis and Victor Oladipo, though, so, like, it was kind of a steal. But I don't think we'll be able to pull that off in 2K. I'm going to offer it. They don't agree, so no, we're not getting Paul George either. So that was my best offer that I could have thrown at them. So, I mean, maybe we just throw Sabonis, and I don't know. I don't think we'll be able to get a co-star like I want to with Russell Westbrook right now. I thought we'd be able to, but right now it's not looking that way. So I'll throw this guy... It's a bonus in the 11th overall pick. Dwight Howard at 31. It's not really doing it for me. Seth Curry, Jeremy Lin, Drew Holiday, Reggie Jackson. All right, I'll try one more thing, and this will be a little bit weird, but I'm going to go see if the 76ers would give me Joel Embiid. I don't know if they would. What draft pick do they have, by the way? Where did they end up? So they ended up with, they ended up with pick 15. So they're not even thinking about, I guess, drafting a, you know, Markelle Fultz or whatever they did back then. But I guess he's expiring, so I can't get him anyway. I guess we're just going to draft, man, because I don't see where we're going with this. So Tatum goes 1. Mitchell goes to the Lakers. This guy goes. Kyle Kuzma goes. Josh Hart is going to the Knicks like he is on the team in real life. Dennis Smith, John Collins, Portland, Lauri Markkanen, Luke Kennard, and then Markelle Fultz. Okay, so we get to pick 11. Lonzo Ball. Ooh, Bam Adebayo is kind of disgusting here. Jarrett Allen. There's actually some damn good options here. I did not. Ooh, De'Aaron Fox has dropped this far as well. Huh. I mean, do we take the fit or do we take the best player available? Lonzo and Russell Westbrook seems very clunky. Of course, Lonzo Ball ends up... He shot really well in college. 46% from 3. He obviously eventually turns into a good shooter, but I don't know. Him and... They're both ball dominant. I don't think that would be great. And I don't think De'Aaron Fox would be a great fit with him either. Bam seems like the best option as far as, like, OG is interesting down here, but kind of sucks in the 2K sim. I'm a little conflicted on what I want to do here. Not going to lie. Okay, I'm going to throw Oladipo and pick 11 and just see what pops up. We're going to just try this one last time. Middleton, DeAndre Jordan, Batum, nothing. Okay, who do we take? Do we take Bam? We have Steven Adams currently. Or do we take the best player available? I think we got to take the best player available, and that is Lonzo. Even though I don't like their fit at all. Well, I don't like it at all. But what I will say is I think Lonzo will be good trade bait in the future. So Bam Adebayo was the 76 overall, so I guess we wouldn't have done too bad there. But yeah, I guess that's where I'm going with this. So Lonzo Ball, welcome to Oklahoma City. Maybe we trade him, like, maybe his trade value would be really good to go get us Paul George right now. I don't know. Might explore that. So Roberson's a free agent. Extend the qualifying offer for him. So Stephen Curry is getting an offer from the Bulls. He might go to Chicago, which is interesting. I don't think we have cap space. I guess we have a little bit of money to spend, but I'm going to go explore the idea of trading for Paul George again. Let's see if Lonzo Ball would change the landscape of this trade. So let's go see what they say to this. So Paul George for Lonzo, and then throw this guy in, and then Sabonis. What do you say to this? And then a future pick. What do we say? Nothing. They say nothing right now. And nothing. So they're not going to do this trade no matter what I do. Cameron Payne, nothing. So we're not going to get Paul George. Right now, I do not like having Lonzo Ball with Russell Westbrook. It feels just very weird and clunky, but We'll figure something out. So obviously we had not been able to get Paul George to pair him back with Russell Westbrook again, but one player I do like kind of the fit with Russell Westbrook is Porzingis on the Knicks. Of course, this is right around the time, or maybe it's the very next year, where of course he gets traded to the Dallas Mavericks. Maybe this time he gets traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder to play with Russell Westbrook, so that's what we're going to be doing. So Lonzo for Porzingis doesn't get this done straight up, unfortunately, but let's say we threw like Cameron Payne in here and a future first. What do you say to that? Nothing just yet. I will keep going. Ewing is too much money. I would really hate to throw some bonus in here, but if I have to, I might be interested in doing it. 2021, and they do agree. So we get Kristaps Porzingis on the Oklahoma City Thunder. I really like his fit with, obviously, Russell Westbrook. I think they would play very well off each other. Obviously, you have to hope that Porzingis doesn't get hurt and stays healthy, and I like that. So Porzingis and Russell Westbrook is a brand new pairing in Oklahoma City. Gives us a good coach star that I think fits extremely well with Russ. Like I said, Russ will have the ball in his hands a lot. Can pass it down to Porzingis. I like it. Oladipo still here at the moment. I like him as a starting shooting guard. Maybe eventually blossoms like he did in Indiana. I doubt it, but we have our good backup center with Sabonis. So outside of that, we pretty much have nothing. We don't really have a team outside of what we got right now going on. So we needed to sign a small forward, and then we got to figure out the bench. So let's go figure that out. So small forward, Roberson, of course, was our starting small forward, and he might have to stay the small forward because we don't really have another option at the moment. Now, if we give him a decent enough contract, we can maybe flip him later on. So I'm going to go ahead and just give him that right now. So we'll get him, and then we're going to re-sign probably, Anthony Morrow as well, just as a bench piece because we don't have nothing. Collison, Thunder Ledger, we can bring him back. Again, it's just a minimum, so why not? And then Henderson, I don't even think is a real person, so I'm not going to worry about him. And now I just need to figure out the bench. So we got Ty Lawson or young Michael Carter-Williams or Patty Mills. Let's just secure all these guys really quickly. So Roberson will continue to start. I want to change that as soon as possible. We got Rajon Rondo, Patty Mills, Ramon Sessions, or Brandon Jennings off the bench. Any of those guys would be fine. I guess we got to get one of them. So who do we want? Jordan Crawford is here as well on a minimum. Is that Justin Holiday or Drew Holiday sitting in there? That must be Justin. So I think I'm going to sign Justin Holiday and I guess Brandon Jennings or something. So that is Justin Holiday, and he's going to want a little bit more than a minimum, but I think he'd be a really good addition to this team, actually. I didn't offer enough money. Okay, a Flalo, a little bit older than I would have liked. Jordan McRae. I guess we're going to go for Brandon Jennings here. So we're going to offer Brandon Jennings a contract. Maybe he'll sign. So we're going to get Jennings to be our backup point guard. And then, man, I really wish we would have gotten Justin Holiday. That would have been a great signing, but McRae, I guess, is a young player, 26 years old. We'll give him a minimum. And our bench is kind of terrible. Just kidding. He's not going to come to this team either. KJ McDaniels is here. That's a name I haven't seen in a while either. So offer him a contract. I don't love my bench by any means, but that's kind of what we're working with right now. So Jennings, Russell Westbrook, Oladipo, KJ McDaniels, Morrow, Roberson, Collison, Porzingis. Yeah, this bench is terrible, but at least we added a coach star with Russ. He's up to an 88 overall. Oladipo has regressed. Wow, I'm a little shocked by that. He didn't even go up. He regressed instead. That kind of sucks, but we are going to figure that out as we go along. I think at the deadline, we got to prioritize trading for some bench pieces because our bench is very terrible and very lackluster. So I will probably see you guys at the deadline to make some of those changes to upgrade our bench because it needs some help. So as I promised, we are at the trade deadline, and I think I'm going to be moving on for Domantas Sabonis here. I feel really bad because his trade value is incredible, so the man is probably about to regress like crazy eventually, but we don't have eventually to wait. We got to make a move right now to help Russell Westbrook, and I'm already seeing kind of a great trade that I like. We get Middleton. Not only do we get Chris Middleton, but he's on an incredible contract, only making, an average of $14 million in the next 3 years. Of course, could decline that player option in the third season, but we get him on really good team control next year. Gives us kind of a third guy on offense. We get a good backup five, and not the greatest backup five. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to hype up John Henson like something that he's not, but it'll give us, an equivalent to what Sabonis's overall is right now, and we move Roberson to the bench. I think we got to do this trade. If we're going to compete with the Golden State Warriors, we got to get better. So we're going to make this trade, and we are going to do this. So just like that, we are 30-23 on the season. We bring in Middleton. And now we have a starting five of Russell Westbrook, Oladipo, Middleton, Porzingis, and Steven Adams. I think that gives us a chance. We're in the conversation to be, competitive and interesting. I don't know if it'll eventually lead to anything, but we also have Roberson and John Henson's contracts to eventually move. And we still have draft picks we can move out. So we are cooking, I think. We are on to something. I kind of want to see how this team will do, just similar to the rest of the season. But I love the Middleton addition. I think he's going to help out a ton. This is your new starting five. I like it. We'll see how it goes, and hopefully this team ends up making the playoffs and being a really good team that can go on a deep run in the West. At the end of year 2, LeBron James wins MVP. Lonzo's rookie of the year on the New York Knicks. Would have loved to have kept him, but I just don't think he made any sense. I think he makes a lot more sense with the Knicks. He didn't make any sense playing next to Russell Westbrook. Also wins 6th Man of the Year, Giannis Defensive Player, Porzingis Most Improved, 22.5 and 8. So I think we brought in someone who, like I said, fits extremely well next to Russell Westbrook. So I do love that trade we made. Here's John first team. Russ makes it again. Do we get Porzingis as well here? That'd be kind of cool. And unfortunately, I do not see him, which kind of sucks. But Russ makes all first team, so we'll take that. Also, all defensive first team, and then here's all offensive second team. All rookie teams. Of course, we ended up trading our rookie, unfortunately. He ended up being pretty damn good. No surprise there. But we are a playoff team. So we get the 7th seed. We get to play the 2nd seeded Clippers, which will be interesting. But here are your player stats. So I figured out that I don't need to. Okay, actually, I'm still looking at the wrong thing, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, that's a little bit more correct. Okay, so 26 from Russ, 22.5 from Porzingis, 13.5 from Oladipo, 13 from Middleton, 9 and 9 from Adams, 8 from Jennings, and then 7, and then 4. So let's go ahead and jump into these playoffs. We got a 9-man rotation going. I'm going to shrink the bench utilization down just a tad bit, and we'll see how this goes. So we get the Clippers, which I'm curious to see what they look like at this point. I don't even know what they have. So they have Chris Paul, they have JJ Redick, they have Isaac, Maurice Space, DeAndre Jordan, Austin Rivers, Aaron Brooks, Anthony Tolliver. I'm pretty sure Chris Paul is supposed to be on the Rockets at this point, obviously, but he ended up signing an extension with the Clippers instead. But yeah, I think this was right around the time he got traded to Houston. So let's simulate current round against, or yeah, current round. Let's not go to the playoffs. Simulate current round against the Clippers. I think we have a chance here, but we'll see what happens. So we get beaten 6. So no, we don't have a chance, unfortunately. So I think we're going to trade quite a few guys this offseason. Oladipo is going to go. We're going to trade Roberson and Henson's contracts out probably as well. But I really want to put together a squad. Now the Warriors, they must have lost Steph. Steph definitely left the Warriors, didn't he? I love how this is the Steph era, but he doesn't even stay with the Golden State Warriors in 2K. That's funny. Cavaliers going to win it all, though. So I guess we don't have to worry about the Warriors anymore. A lot of retirements here, but this is the offseason to cook here, man. And I think we're going to be able to do that. So let's get in the lottery. Not that this is going to matter for us, obviously. Orlando gets number 1 in this 2018 draft class. They're going to have the right to draft Luka. So I guess technically having a pick in this draft could have been phenomenal, phenomenal value. But again, we're a team trying to build a contender right now. So do we fire Bill Donovan? I think we do. I think we move on for Bill Donovan as well. So we're going to fire him, and we'll see what we can get. Steve Kerr is here. I don't think he'll accept that offer. But, ooh, did I just figure out how to... Wait, I don't know what I just did. What did I do? Sort? I don't know what I just did. All right, Mike Budenholzer is here. Darvin Ham. Obviously, Darvin Ham and Russ got along decently well, I think, in LA. So maybe we can bring him in as well. I don't know. I just need somebody. Tyronn Lue was also available. I got to go for him. So Tyronn Lue, I don't know if I'll get any of them. So none of them. We go 0 for 4. Are you serious? Holy moly. Nobody wants to come coach the Thunder right now. Fizdale, David Fizdale, Earl Watson. There's some actual names here. I'll give him that. Where are the grades at? I guess it doesn't even really tell me. Potential. Mike Woodson. Do you want to come coach the Thunder? He does. So Mike Woodson's our brand new head coach. Welcome. Grab a CFO, I guess. And boom, we got our staff. Okay. Let's go to draft night. We have our brand new coach. And it is time to see what we can get for guys like Oladipo and some of these other contracts we have. But Oladipo, just don't think he's very good. So we're going to trade him out. He's not progressing at all. So we're going to move him and see what we can get for his services. I have a couple interesting offers here. I can trade him to Philadelphia for Bam Adebayo and hope that Bam progresses. He did just have a damn good season, not going to lie. Or we could go for Greg Monroe, which would be interesting to grab him. We got Deion Waiters being offered, who played in Oklahoma City, of course, at one point. So him, coming in would be weird and interesting. But Dwight Howard is also interesting. So do I want the younger player or do I want Dwight Howard? I think we got to go for Bam. Although, the 76ers, maybe they're looking to obviously keep building with Embiid and Ben Simmons. They need someone who they feel like can play next to them. They don't need Bam Adebayo. So, yeah, we're going to do this trade. So, we're going to bring in Bam Adebayo, someone I kind of felt like I should have drafted. I'm hoping he'll progress like crazy this offseason, fingers crossed. That gives us a good backup center. Now, you might be wondering, what is our shooting guard spot going to look like now? Well, that's where we're going to figure that out right now. So, we have Roberson and John Henson still to figure something out with them. So I'm going to be able to combine these salaries and hopefully bring in a shooting guard who I feel fits the best possible. Or even a small forward because Middleton could play shooting guard as well. So We're going to take a look for that position, and we'll see if we can find that. All right, I have a couple trades that I kind of like for Roberson. So we can either trade him for Marcus Morris in the 13th pick and snag someone in this really good 2018 draft class, but it is pick 13, so who knows would actually fall to our laps. Or we can go for Drew Holiday, and I think Drew Holiday obviously would be fantastic to pair him next to Russell Westbrook. You know, be a really good defender next to him. We get a Jinsa thrown in the trade as well, but obviously we're just doing this for Drew Holiday. I kind of like it. I think Drew Holiday moving to shooting guard, him and Russ as our backcourt with Middleton. Drew Holiday and Middleton won a championship together in real life. I'm going to do this trade, but I feel dirty by not giving a first round. I mean, I guess Drew Holiday is only a 79 overall, so maybe I don't have to give him a first. Screw it. We're going to do it. So just like that, Drew Holiday is a Oklahoma City Thunder player. So we're going to move him to shooting guard. He does not go up like I thought he might, unfortunately, so I played myself there, but I still think he's the best possible fit I could have brought in next to Russ. So I like that. So now we have Drew Holiday, Russell Westbrook, Middleton, Anthony Morrow, but now the bench is still a problem. So that is what we'll use. Hopefully John Henson and a Jinsa's contract to get whatever scraps we can possibly get to upgrade this bench because it is brutal. So we're going to offer a Jinsa and Henson, like I said, give us any type of bench piece that's not a center, preferably. So Tony Allen, maybe someone who's a little bit younger as well. Joakim Noah, Rajon Rondo, DJ Barea. So far, my prayers are not being answered, and nothing. Evan Turner, no thank you. Ian Mahin, dude, all centers. Okay, we might have to wait till after free agency or something. Okay, I'm curious to see what would have fell to me at 13 if I would have taken that other trade, though. So we get Bruce Brown and Gary Trent Jr. in the second round. That's not bad. Player options, Russ Westbrook declines, so we got to resign him. And Porzingis is on a rookie contract still, which is nice. But let's go take a look. Whoops, I meant to go see who went 13. So if I can go get there correctly. So 13, who we've gotten? So yeah, like Mitchell Robinson, Colin Sexton, Anthony. Yeah, there's some good players, but they're just not impactful right now. So I don't feel too bad by not making that trade. All right, so Russ, of course, we got to resign him. No brainer there. So let's just make sure that's done. So give him as much as I can. All right, so can we offer... We have money, it looks like. We have a full MLE, if I'm not mistaken, which would be awesome to have at this point in the video. Capella, I mean, I don't know. Do we have a full MLE? I can't really tell. Maybe I should just secure Russ and see... Excuse me? Wait, excuse me? No, you're not leaving me, Russell Westbrook. I didn't just do this whole video just for you to leave me to Denver. Like, you know, obviously you're there in real life. That's cool and all. But I thought he signed. I don't know why I thought it was just... Okay, he's back. I was about to say, bro, we cannot lose Russell Westbrook. That would be just disaster. All right, so let's offer that and make sure he does not do that again. So we should be his number one offer. Thank goodness that they ended up dropping him. Okay. Why would I want to renounce his rights, 2K? Bro, I hate this game. That's my fault. That's my own fault. That's my own fault. I don't care where he signs. He's coming back. I don't care. I obviously did not mean to renounce the guy. I thought he signed. I went too quickly. Wait, did it say I can sign him now? Okay, we got him back. That was stressful, but we got him back. Okay. And now we don't really have money to sign anybody else. Okay, so we got to make trades with those other guys, which is fine. We bring in Russ. That's important. If we would have lost him, I don't know if we really would have been able to do anything in this video. But all right. We're going to see what we can get for Jensen, John Henson, and try to get anybody that's just, you know, a body to be thrown out there. So sadly, this is the best trade I've been offered so far. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. We're going to get Kyle Anderson and Monte Ellis. So we're trading John Henson and Jinsa, Gary Trent in the second round pick to get Kyle Anderson and Monte Ellis. Do I love it? No, but I am trying to bring in a championship for Russell Westbrook. And we got to upgrade this bench because the bench is completely terrible. So we're going to trade Monte Ellis and I guess Bruce Brown next and see what that would get me. So I just need any kind of, like I said, any kind of bench pieces, preferably a guard this time around. Let's see. J.R. Smith would probably regress if I grab him. Augustine's not very good. Derek White, 24-year-old Derek White. Justin Holiday, someone I wanted earlier. We got to trade 2 seconds to do it. I'm totally down for it, though. I think we do it. We're going to grab Justin Holiday, who's still only 29, so maybe he stays the overall he is right now. So we're going to grab Justin Holiday. Would have been clutch to get him, and, you know, obviously. Oh, I forgot we have Drew Holiday, so that's perfect. Boom. Drew Holiday, Justin Holiday. Love that. All right, so now we need a backup guard. And there's probably not a lot of great options in free agency. We do have a Jinsa's contract still, though, so let's see if we can do something with that. We got this guy's contract, whoever you are. I will trade one more first. Let's see. So J.R. Smith, Azili, Olenek. Dude, give me somebody good. A guard, power forward, anything. Nene, Chandler, nothing. Just absolutely nothing. Just complete garbage being thrown at me. I don't want to trade for J.R. Smith. What about a Jinsa and just one first? I mean, sometimes that changes the trades. Troy Daniels, just absolute crap. Nothing. Just, I mean, we get Patrick Peterson, but I'm not trading a first-round pick for that. Solinger, 26 years old, but no thank you. I'm not doing that either. Nene. All right, Pachulia, just nothing. Okay. Gary Payton is down here. Gary Payton the second. McCray, power forwards, anything. Not a whole lot of great options. Maybe we can go to day 12 and steal somebody on day 12. That's probably my best bet, if nothing else. So, let's see. Is there anybody who wants to sign a minimum on the last day of free agency? Why is there only G League guys? Is like free agency just completely dead? There's just nothing else in free agency right now? Okay. I guess that's all right, whatever. Well, I guess there's nothing we can do about that. So let's go player progression. So Porzingis is up, Middleton is up. Drew Holiday did not go up, which I'm a little surprised. I guess he went up one, but he didn't really at the same time. Ajinça is up, but that doesn't really help us. I'm gonna one more time after free agency to throw Ajinça and Washington in here. Delvadova popped up. Maybe that's who we go for. Monte Morris, if he was older or better overall, that'd be great. We bring Monte Ellis back, but not really going to help. Danny Green. I guess we'll do the Delvadova trade. It's not like we're giving up anybody too crazy anyway. All right, so Delvadova, welcome. We're going to go into this third season, and we'll see if this brand new team we have put together around Russell Westbrook will lead to anything. So at the end of year number 3, Russell Westbrook wins MVP. Lucas Rookie of the Year in Orlando. Lonzo's your 6th man. You got DeAndre Jordan, Defensive Player. Jamal Murray, Most Improved. And Mike Woodson, Coach of the Year at 62 and 20. As you guys can see, had a damn good regular season. Will that lead to a championship? That remains to be seen. We haven't even won a playoff series in this video, so let's see if we can do that first and foremost. We get the 8th seeded Los Angeles Lakers. Of course, they don't have LeBron at this point. But if we take a look at the player stats and let's see if I can get to the actual stuff. There we go. All right, so 29 from Russell Westbrook, 21 from Porzingis. So I think Porzingis was a great trade. Ends up going up to a 92 overall, so really can't complain about that. Bam Adebayo, 12 and 7 off the bench, 12 from Middleton, 11.5 from Drew Holiday with 8 assists. He had 7 from Kyle Anderson, 7 from Justin Holiday, 6.5 and 7 from Steven Adams. So pretty solid all around. Really can't complain too much. So here goes nothing. We are going to play the Los Angeles Lakers round 1, who have D'Lo, Donovan Mitchell, Ingram, Randall. I'm not going to lie. This is a pretty solid team. I really hope we don't lose to the 8th seed, but part of me feels like it's possible that it could happen. They got Donovan Mitchell and D'Angelo Russell and Ingram all together. Hopefully we don't lose to the 8th seed, but you never know with this game. And we are going to be up 3-1, and we're going to beat them in 6. Hopefully, I'm not even going to... I'm going to Simcast right away. We got to beat them in LA, but please don't go to a Game 7. I'm not trying to get 8th seed upset, man. I don't really want to feel like that right now. All right, so let's see if we can close this out in 6 and not sweat a Game 7. It's going to be a close game, but thankfully we are moving on. Man, I did not want to go to a Game 7, so thankfully we don't go to a Game 7. And now we get the Sacramento Kings. So Sacramento, I'm curious to see what they look like. So if I had to guess, Cousins, they have DeMarcus Cousins. That's right. So they have Collison, Rudy Gay, Kuzma, Cousins. Okay, not going to lie. Cousins is a damn good player, but I don't know if this team is worth being here right now. Now, Cousins averaging 25 and 8. So we'll see, man. Like, I'm not really intimidated by this team, but yesterday I wasn't really intimidated by the other team. We ended up losing to them, so you never know. So here goes nothing. Game 1, 1-0. Beat them badly there. Game 2, 2-0. Hopefully this is a cakewalk. They do win Game 3, though. We're going to win Game 4, and we're going to win Game 5. Which, by the way, I don't even think DeMarcus Cousins ever made the playoffs, which is just so insane to think about. Other than when he joined the Warriors, obviously. But now we get the Spurs, who, at this point, had Kawhi, right? Kawhi ends up staying. They have Aldridge still as well. JaVale McGee, Jeremy Lin, Murray. Okay, so they have Kawhi Leonard, but outside of that, outside of him and Aldridge, oh, Dwayne Wade's on this team. I totally passed that. So Dwayne Wade and Aldridge and Kawhi. Outside of Kawhi and Aldridge, I'm not really that intimidated, but it is a 96 overall Kawhi. So really can't, obviously, brush that over. Aldridge's only averaging 14 at this point. Jeremy Lin, 15. Dwayne Wade, 12. McGee, 7. So Murray off the bench could be interesting, I guess. But let's see if we can beat the Spurs to get to the NBA Finals. So Game 1 goes to them. Okay. Game 2. Kawhi Leonard's different, I guess. And we're going to get swept, aren't we? So we're going to get swept by the San Antonio Spurs. Just when I thought we'd have a championship in our belt, we don't. So Kyrie Irving wins Finals MVP, though, for the Cavaliers. I am going to run this back one last season, though. I kind of like the team we threw together, so I don't think I'm going to be doing too many changes at this point. I just want to see... So we are going to have a draft pick, I think, this offseason, but it's very late. I'm just gonna see who the CPU takes for us, or our assistant GM rather, the AI, whatever. So Lou Dort. Okay, funny enough, he ends up being on the Thunder eventually in real life. Middleton declines, been about accepting. But yeah, we're gonna bring everybody back. Porzingis, Trent, like we're gonna resign everyone. So once that's done, we're gonna run back for one more season and call it a day after that. If we lose in the 4th season, we're done with this video. But at least we give it our best shot. So Porzingis, Middleton gonna be re-signed, which is fantastic. So got them. Porzingis, Middleton, and then Justin Holiday is a free agent. So I definitely want to bring him back as well if I can get him, because we kind of need his services. So shooting guards. So we got Georges Niang. Why is it only showing me G League guys? I guess it's not. Justin Holiday, I'll go for him. I'm going to bring him back. He just played with us, so continuity is there. We bring him back. All right, so one thing I wanted to look at before we go into the last season. So what is player progression looking like? Hopefully Bam goes up like I thought he would. So he's up to an 80. Porzingis is up to a 93. Justin Holiday, Anderson, 76 and 77 in their own right. So not too shabby there. But all right, we're going to year 4. Final season here. Made it to the conference finals last year at the very least, but unfortunately fell short to the Spurs. Let's see if this year will be any different to end off this video with Russell Westbrook and the Thunder. So if nothing else, Russell Westbrook has gotten himself a couple MVPs to end off this video, so we'll take that. I got Executive of the Year going to Blake Owens, which of course is what I've been doing throughout this video, is trying to bring in talent. Porzingis makes an All-NBA 3rd team, but bring in talent to help Russell Westbrook. So take a look at the player stats. So here are your player stats. So one thing I figured out is, 2Ks in the past, or in the past couple 2Ks, or at least last 2K, you had to click Y to get the Y to the actual stats. So out of habit, I was clicking Y every single time, and it would take me away from the actual stats I was looking at from the beginning. So I'm glad 2K changed that back to being the default, or at least, I guess the default for me now, and it wasn't my default in the last game. I don't know, but it's changed for me, I guess. 99 Russell Westbrook. Here we go, man. We get the Golden State Warriors, which is interesting. So let's see if we can come out here and beat the Golden State Warriors. We have Anthony, Clay, Durant. So Durant versus Russ. But them being the 8th seed obviously kind of scares me. Would not be surprised if we go home in round 1 to the 8th seed here. That's a damn good 8th seed. But no, we sweep them. Okay. And now we draw the Clippers. We beat we lost them earlier in the video. So hopefully we can return the favor. So somebody current round against the Clippers. And we're going to beat them in 5. And now we draw the team that just swamped us, which is the Spurs, who have a better Jonathan Murray. Dwight Howard is on their team now. So here we go. I'm gonna simcast game 1. I don't know why, but I just get the vibe that simcasting game 1 might be the move here. So let's see if we can win game 1. So far, game 1's looking fantastic. We're gonna absolutely blow them out. So good start there. 2-0. Why couldn't we have done this last year? It's that simple. We're in the finals now. So we've only dropped 1 game so far, and now we get the Toronto Raptors. So Toronto, they got Lowry, DeRozan, Norman Powell, Siakam, Joval. So basically, they have their team outside of DeMar DeRozan and Jakob Poeltl, of course. But, this team eventually went on to go win it all with Kawhi Leonard. This was the core with Kawhi. But now, obviously, I guess Joval got traded for Marc Gasol as well. I forgot to mention that. But let's even go win a championship. Game 1, 1-0. Game 2, 2-0. I think 99 Russell Westbrook is really helping. Was he in 99 last year? I don't think he was. But I will take this win. Just kidding, it's not over yet. We beat them in 5. So just like that, we end the video by getting Russell Westbrook a championship with this Thunder squad. I will take that. My first Steph era rebuild ends in success. I'm going to end it there, boys. Thank you guys for watching. I will see y'all in the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.